In this next part of how to navigate through the company settings, I'm going to start off where I left off with how to pick a logo. So in order to set a logo for your company, you can search online, or you can upload a photo onto your specific iPad or device, and you have to make sure that photo is on the device, and then we can hit the select logo in the bottom right and choose from the photos that we have saved on this device. And then we can select to print the logo on our receipts, or to dither the logo, which will give it more of a sepia toned, suppressing some of the color. And now we can hit save when we're done. Next, let's move on to the bar tab. Now here we have we can use a bar tab, so we can open tickets with bar tabs. If we select that, then we may also want to set a pre-auth amount, pre-authorization, so a lot of times that's $15. And then we're going to check the pre-auth bar tab, because that's going to allow us to use that pre-authorized amount. And then we can also select here to allow a reauthorization or not. And we can hit save when we're finished. Next, we're going to move on to the printing tab. So this one's got a lot in it. Most of the time, we're not going to want to send voided items to the kitchen, because it's just a waste of paper unless you want them to see it. And here, most of the time, you will not be using an iPad as a print queue. And the print queue iPad right here will not need to be filled in. Most of the time, we do want to print receipts for payouts, or we can select this to print our account balance on our receipts for a house account, per se. The print queue IP address, you will not want to mess with that most of the time when we set it up. That has to be very specific, and it should stay exactly how it is when you first receive your system. Here we can also choose to use a local server if you have one of those set up. Most of the time, you'll know whether you do or not with your agent. And then next we have the information for the local server, if we choose to have one of those. Peer-to-peer is what P2P means. That means the peers, if this box is checked, the iPads will talk to each other, but that could cause delays in system functionality, just because they have to constantly communicate. And this, don't use PCRM. Most of the time you do not want to have that box checked. The number of PCRM nodes should stay exactly how it is. And at the bottom of the screen we have the roll-up mods on receipt. That means if you have several items that are modded heavily, it will not show up on the receipt, saving paper space. And also we can select to print our logo on credit receipts and print a barcode on credit receipts. And in the next video, I'll pick up with how to select your print order.